Hello Simmaroos, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're here for the very first time. My name is Vicky and welcome to another speed build video. This one, as you can tell by the title, is an industrial loft. I was really excited to do this. I've actually had it on my wish list to do for ages, and then because the Sims 4 pack industrial loft kit has just come out, I thought perfect, this is literally the perfect time to do this. So I'm going to give you a little background on what I'm doing. So this little lot is based in Twinbrook. It's size 20 by 15, so it's slightly bigger than my little 1010s I've been doing recently. And the idea behind this is that I wanted to create an abandoned old factory and warehouse type lot, and then basically convert it. Obviously I'm not converting it because I'm doing it from scratch, but in my head it was an abandoned old factory warehouse, and then an ambitious sim saw it and decided to convert it into this trendy industrial themed loft. And because it's two buildings, they've got like this workshop area as well. So that was my thought process behind it. I have downloaded some fabulous CC custom content items, in my opinion. Not massive amounts, but just a few bits and bobs to add to like the industrial, almost grimy vibe. So if you want to download this lot, I will put the link in the description below. Possibly a bit premature as you've barely seen the video, but my point is all the CC will be included in it. I have used all the packs, all the stuff packs, so if you don't have all of that, you might find some missing items, but any of the CC items I download should, fingers crossed, be in the download link for you. So yeah, this is the workshopy area. This is a bit sporadic because as I was finding items, I kind of threw them in where I wanted to. So it might not be an organized build so much. It does jump about a little bit, but it does calm down when I'm actually doing the interior of the loft. So bear with the jumping around. It does get easier to watch, I think. I know the location is pretty irrelevant, but I do really like where it is because I did put it in the industrial area of Twinbrook. You've got the old train tracks and actually the factories and things behind it. You'll see in some of the screenshots. I'm really chuffed with it. The whole thing, the whole vibe just works. Oh, I did put a lot of items in from the buy debug menu as well, which in my opinion is just so good for building things because you can really furnish things how you want with items that you might normally not find in the buy menu. If you don't know how to access this, you just go to testing cheats enabled true, buy debug, buy debug, and you can get all these really cool items like the sim made of scrap, which you can normally only get by making him on the Scraptonic workbench, but in the buy debug menu you can get all those bits ready to put in your game, and it just adds to the general ambiance and feeling of the build. So I'm now starting on the actual loft building. So this whole building here is technically the home. So it's 2 stories. You've got the downstairs and then you've got that ladder going up, which is the actual loft area. And I absolutely loved doing this. I love the exposed brickwork, which just adds a really cool feel to it. The beds from Diesel stuff and other bits are all CC, but I just really loved making this look like a factory type raw building. And I really do think you can pull this off really well in The Sims 3. So we can't really do an industrial build without talking about the industrial loft kit that has just been released from Sims 4. Now, do you play The Sims 4? Let me know in the comments. And will you be buying the industrial loft kit? Have you already bought the industrial loft kit? I've obviously had a look at it and I've had a look at the items and I am thoroughly unimpressed. I mean, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the vibe of it, but so many of the items are recycled items from the Sims 4 base game, and I really don't think that the items they've actually included add very much at all. And all the bits that I'm putting into this build I pretty much found as CC items, so why would you buy something when you can get it for free from clever creators? And I mean, that picture I just put in as well upstairs, the yellow and black one, was a Sims 4 to Sims 3 conversion. So yeah, I just feel like you can get everything you need from the Sims 3. This kitchen going in now is actually another Sims 4 to Sims 3 conversion, which I downloaded from Around the Sims. And I just absolutely love how this fits into the build. I will point out as well that this particular kitchen was already released in The Sims 4, so it doesn't appear in the new pack. The new pack has very few items. I think it's like 20 items for a £5, which again, if you play The Sims 4, let me know if you think that's worth it, but I don't think it is. So I feel like The Sims 4 is absolutely just rinsing random recycled ideas now and trying to get money for it. I feel like the game has never actually been a proper game. It's always just been a money-making machine, and I know a lot of Simmers do agree with this as well. So I'm not here to hate on The Sims 4 because some of the content is amazing, and obviously without some of the content I wouldn't have the conversions in the Sims 3 game. But I'm just saying, I just don't agree with how it's all put together and the money that you have to spend for all these separate kits. So anyway, that's me on my soapbox about The Sims 4. But I do love the items that come with it, and it has made for a very cool build in conjunction with all the things that I have for The Sims 3 in all the packs. So yeah, there's my thoughts on The Sims 4 in general. Now, going back to my build, I actually really want to use this in my game. When I make builds, I usually make them pretty much for fun. I don't really have an idea in my head of when I'm going to use them. I use them from a little challenge or just because I've been inspired to do a certain thing. But this one, I love how it turned out so much. I really want to put a sim in here. I imagine like a young male sim, possibly a business person who's got quite a lot of money, or maybe someone who has got quite a lot of money and now wants to come out of the rat race of the business world and just create inventions on his scrap bench and maybe do the fixer-upper car that comes with roaring heights. That would actually be a really cool thing to put in the garage as well. So yeah, that's the kind of vibe I'm going for this here, and I really want to actually play a sim in this build, which I think is good. I think that means I just love it. By the way, if you're not actually sure what the industrial vibe is, generally it is considered that it is an old building that has been converted, and therefore it has some of the old original characteristics in it. So there'll be exposed metal, exposed pipe work, and generally almost just not quite finished, but it can be very stylish, and so you add in items that are also a bit rougher around the edges, but they're stylized to be like that. So you've got the exposed wood, exposed brick, exposed metals. So that is what the industrial vibe actually is. And in my real life house, I do have things that kind of mismatch, and I do like some like exposed woods and things. So although it's very much not industrial, I felt like I could really identify with this theme. Although saying that, one thing that was definitely out of my comfort zone with this build is not having a garden or any kind of outside space, because I do love my gardening. And if you've been watching any of my Rewind series, she's an avid gardener, my sim me, and we've already reached level 10 of the gardening career. So although it does have a little balcony, it's definitely not the type of place for a nice outside space because it is a bit grimy. In my real life, I really like gardening actually. I was out in the garden this morning. We had some sunshine today. So instead of having it in this build, I thought I'd have it in real life. So yeah, I've been doing a lot of gardening today, which I find is very good for chilling out. I play The Sims to kind of escape from real life, as I'm sure a lot of us do, and to live vicariously through our Sims. But you do need some fresh air and to get away from the computer as well. And I do find gardening very relaxing, and it's very satisfying as well. So what do you do when you want to relax? Oh look, I'm putting in plants now. There are some plants. We've got some vines and things going in here. Yes, what do you do to relax other than The Sims? No judgment if you do spend an awful lot of time on The Sims, because I do too. We're basically at the end of this build now. Oh, there we go. There's some screenshots. You can see now the area of Twinbrook that it's in, and hopefully you can get the overall look of the build a bit better now in the screenshots. So I'm just going to let you have a look at these and see what you think. I'm really pleased with how this turns out. I just think it's better than I actually anticipated, and I'm really happy with, yeah, I know I keep saying vibe, but I'm really happy with the whole vibe of it. I really hope you like it too. Like I mentioned, the download link will be below if you want to put it in your game. I've got lots of other builds on my channel as well if you want to go and check those out. I really hope you enjoyed this video and having a look at what I've done. If you do like it, I would really appreciate it if you could give it a nice big thumbs up, and obviously comment if you'd like to, because I just love hearing from you and having a little chat with you. I hope you're having a lovely weekend if you're watching this in real time, as it is Saturday at the moment. If you're watching it at a later date, I still hope you're having a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you could like the video and if you could subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to hit the bell icon, you'll receive updates of when I upload a new video. And obviously, please share with your friends if you enjoyed it. Thanks very much. See you in the next one.